Not looking to go live and show you my face. I need to turn the camera around. Sitting outside in this beautiful town out here, inside this truck. I want to do something about the letters R, U, O, K. Now, there's a lot of things we can do. There's a lot of individual letters that we can write. There's a lot of letters that we cannot write in single and square boxes. Okay? So, this is what we're going to do. Saying hello to somebody. Turn this around. Hey, what's up? I'm going to turn this around. How do I turn this around? Hey, what's going on? I'm turning my face off. Now you got my knee. You want to see my face? I can show you my face. We're going to do letters Are you okay? This is the smallest size I can create an R with. This is not the smallest for a U. The smallest U is here. The smallest O is here. The smallest K is over here. If I want to make a larger K, that would be 3. I would go 2 up and only 1 down. So I would have to go 1 more area. That would be 2 up, and that would be my K. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I would need a minimum of 8 areas for this K. Okay, and now I got a phone call, and I'm going to have to call them back. So, are you okay? 18, 39. 15, 39 and 15 is 54. Are you O in the sun? 65. In the sun is the sun. Why? Because 54 and 65, I like to call this one in creation. Multiply it and add it is 41 and 19. 19 is created 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, 3 and 4, DC, the letters. And 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 is 12 and 7, or 37 if you want to look at that way. And this also is for Nibiru, the red sun. This I like to call Yo, the 25th and the 15th letter, Earth 25, the blue world, and Mars 15. This over here is Are you okay? Okay? You can't see the U because everything has been closed down. The R is over here. So I just keep putting R, and then I put R over here, and then this is the design. Now, if you want to flat cake that design, there's many things. You can also see that 77 is in here, 77. We can have the M corners. We can have the shin, right? It's the Hebrew letter. We can close this like this if I want. Yeah, we got some lawnmowers over here in the background. We can close this here if we want, right? And inside of this, if I close the rest of the way, I'd be doing this over here. You would actually have the I'm just trying to see if you can actually see what's going on, but you would have half the stop sign, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it would be 6, right? And then 7, and then 8 sides. So you would make the stop sign through the letter R. Are you okay? Here's EXO. What does EXO give you? It gives you love. 24th letter is 48, and 15 is 63. 15th letter and 15th letter is 30, and 24 is 54. So you have love in the sun of creation, of the half-life. That 1 is opposite of 6, 4 is opposite of the 3, 77. And that comes in your Christ. 18 is Venus. Here's your 10, and here's your 8. And we also have 3 and 5 is EC, Electric Company, also known as A&E, which is O and Mars. My philosophy, no name, I just call it games people play. You know, games, artwork, how do you, I mean, I like to call it Geo, Alpha, Numeric. Numeric is for a number, Alpha for the letters, Geo is for the shape. So what would we do if we have color, Should we just call it LSD and everybody let's see something different? What would you add in to call this color? I just take, no problem. I just take, let me turn this around for a second. You go to the casino, there's games. Where were those games created? Those games have odds. Those games have rules and regulations. People play the games. I play all the games, but guess what? I play few. In the French language, I like to base this on the French language and the English language. And in those two languages, there's relations for numbers in the alphabet. It's raining outside now. I have to close the door. There's rules, relations for the alphabet. There's spelled for different designs, for different words. So I use all these things. As well, the number pad, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's rules and regulations. The number, a really small number pad over here and show you it. We're given all the scales to work with. Did I get that right? Here's your numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But there's a space in between each one. Right? There's a fine line space. So if I really wanted to do my numbers like this, would I use the line as my space? Or would I have to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Would I have to make it 5 by 5? And the reason I say 5 by 5, is because I need that fine little space. And this is about the amount of space in your push button phone. So I'd have to make it 5 and a space for 6, 5 and a space and 5. So it'd be 5, 10, 15 plus 2 is 17. There'd be a total of 17 by 17, which equals to 170, 70 and 49. Is that what it is? 189? 10 times 17, 170. 7 by 10, 70, and 7 by 7, 49. So I also use these rules. And as well, when you use 17 in French, you have to use 18 and 19. Because in French, when you say 17, you're actually saying 10, 7. And you do the same thing for 10, 8 and for 10, 9. This scenario happens again when you go to 77, 78, 79, and 97, 98, 99. But this is different. This one is said 60, okay, plus 10 plus 7. This one is said 4 times 20 plus 10 plus 7. So there's all rules and regulations. Everything is telling you something different. If you want to go 1, 2, 3, here's your 1, 2, 3. If you want to use it this way. And the reason I say it that way is because you have 1 between 2. In the deck of cards, you have it this way. So there's another rule for this. 189, I like that. That's Jupiter, or again, Venus. Jupiter, Venus. The 5th planet and the 2nd planet equaling to Earth. 2nd planet and 5th planet. Add these two, add these two, add these two. So if you add these two, you get 18. If you add these two, you get 9. If you add these two, you get 17, becomes 8. The 8th letter and the 9th letter. 17, you get 8. You connect. And it's really, you end up with the flag of Great Britain at the end. You ever notice that the star key is over here as the number 11? Number 10 is the star key. And then over here as number 12 is the pound key. So 10 equaling to star equaling to 1, and pounds equaling to 12 equaling to 3. So if you take a look, this line here and this line here and these two lines here will create your pound, and then this will create your star. But you cannot create a star, right? You can create a star like this, but I can't go in the center because I need to follow space. So I can make a star like this because I have lines to follow. But if you notice, if I'm going north and south, I can't go east and west. And, sorry, I can do this way, going that angle. I can do this going this way. But you'll never get all of them. And there's always 2 empty spaces here, 2 empty spaces here, 2 empty spaces here. So in the total of 9 areas, you're never going to use more than 7, the gateway of your breath. Any more questions to pop up? I don't see anything else. So love, L3, O6, V4, 5E. this. 5364 is XOXOX. XOXOX. And at this time, if you want, we can do that and create that star system over here. So here's the R, here's your XO. Any other questions? Because we're going to leave the video at this. This is basically, are you okay? And we can also use all the letters. The I is an individual letter. The A is an individual letter. Letters in the English language that can be used alone. C is not used alone, but they do ask you if you can see something. So A, B, okay, and B can be used as an animal. A, B, C can all be used alone. Let me move my book upside down here so we can go A, B, C, D, E, F, G. G, are you okay? H, I, J, K, L. L in French is a female, but we're not going to use that. M is love in French. Female love, it also means a wing, like a wing of a bird. M, N, O, okay. P, you have to go to the bathroom and pee. Q, time to start. R, are you okay? S, T, when you play golf. U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Not 189? What do you mean not 189? Let me look at that again. Maybe, oh, sorry, 289. Right, 289. Thank you very much. And the other thing about 289 that's special is that in the deck of cards, the 3 card has the 2 card and the 1 card. So we're going to forget about the 3. We're going to forget about the 1. We're going to forget about the 3 in cards. We're going to forget about the 4 in cards. We're going to forget about the 5, the 6, and the 7. All we're going to remember is 289. That's all we're going to remember. And it's also the letter. The reason we're going to remember this is because the 8 card holds the 7 and the 6. The 5 card, which is 5 card, is enveloped by the 9 card. So we don't need the 5 card. The 8 card is separate, and the 2 card is nowhere. Okay, so we have the 4 card, and in every other card, all we're left with is 289. 9 times 8, 72. 9 times 8 times 2 is 144 for the 1440 minutes in a day. Yes, ICU. Let's go into the emergency room and we can have the ICU. I've got hundreds of books. There's all kinds of different stuff over here going on. We didn't look at the July. Do you know that there's July 4th happens 4 times a month? Like July 4th is today the 31st. 3 and 1, 4, 2 and 2, 4, 1 and 3, 4, 4. But July is the 7th month. All zeros equal 6. For more than one reason, why does the 0 equal 6? Well, when you look at your telephone and you got 9 numbers, this number would be the 5 number over here. And there's 8 of them around. So you have 8 around 1, and that 8 around the center. So you would say, hey, how come it's not worth 8? Because you cannot count the in and the out. And the dice, on the dice cube, you have a 6, and the opposite side of the 6 is this one. This area and this area is never used. Can you hear me still? I should shut the door for a second. Yeah, so I shut the door. So in the dice cube, this area is never used. See this area, 6, the opposite is 1. The 1 reflects right here in the center. I'm okay. I am okay. Right, we can use that too. Yes, hold on. Why is everything disappearing? When you say stuff to me, I only can see it for a very little time and then it disappears on me. So here's your dice cube. And there's always 2 empty spaces. It's the dice cube this way, the dice cube this way, the dice cube this way, where you hold it like this. And you notice when you hold it like this, all the points are in different positions. You have 8 different positions on this dice cube, holding it like this. Or you can hold the dice cube like that. If you show me these 3 corners, 2, 3, 6, I'm going to tell you 1, 4, 5 is over here. So all I need to know is 3. And 4 is inside the 5 and the 6. So 4, 5, 6, forget about 4, 5, and 6, right? Absolutely not. The 4 is inside 5 and 6, so you have to use the 5 and 6. Since the 5 owns the 4, in the 6 we only need the 2 and the 5. So 2 and 5 is Earth. So I'll now use that 6 and that 5. And you also know that the 1 is opposite of the 6, but it's also inside the 5, which is opposite the 2. So they're all telling stories. I can't tell you exactly what these stories are, but this is done on purpose. And this is used in games with rules and odds. Just like in craps, they go EC instead of AC. They call it any craps on the table, but then they go 11 craps. The opposite of 11 is 1 and 2. So we're not going to go any further with this. There's so many places to go. And just remember that I figured out the end time this way. Let me see. Hold on a second. TIME 47. That's the value. TIME equals 47. And everything is created from ABC. 1, 2, 3. Multiply this is 5781. This is the time of Adam to today, which 5760 was the year 2000, or 1440 minutes in a day times the cycle of 4 years is 5760. At the same time, the Mayan calendar is 25,920, or 864 seconds in a day times 3 equals to 25,920. At the same time, 216 or 2160 is the passage to the moon, the diameter of the moon, 3,476 kilometers. Well, if we want to go 3,476 kilometers, if this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then this over here between 1 and 5 is 4. Between 3 and 5 is 4. Between 1 and 5 is 3. Between 7 and 5 is 6. Between 9, 5G. The number to the moon, 57, 5G. And if you want, I can keep going on with this and on and on. It doesn't stop. Everything links numbers to the sun, the moon, Jesus Christ, Muhammad, Moses, Noah, cat and dog. Cat and dog, where do you find the cat and the dog? Right there, cat and the dog. You want to put the star key? Let's put the star key over it. Raphael 7286. Let's get some prayers for my head. Let's get some prayers for my head. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Sitting in my car. It's like 80 degrees. Thank you for watching this video.